A house for the price of a used car sounds fake. A mortgage cheaper than rent feels illegal. But across the U.S., entire towns are selling homes so cheaply people assume there must be a catch. Sometimes there is. Sometimes there isn't. These 14 towns feel unreal until you look closer. 1. Gary, Indiana, when prices collapsed faster than reputation. Gary's name alone scares people off. Once a booming steel city, it lost jobs, people, and trust in record time. That collapse is exactly why homes here sell for shockingly low prices. It's not unusual to see livable houses listed for under $50,000. Some go far lower. Entire blocks sit half empty, pushing prices down even more. To outsiders, it looks like a scam. Who would sell a house that cheap? But Gary isn't empty. Parts of the city are stabilizing slowly. Commuters who work near Chicago have started buying properties for prices that wouldn't cover a down payment elsewhere. The catch is obvious: crime perception, aging infrastructure, and uneven neighborhood quality. Buy the wrong block, and regret comes fast. Buy carefully, and the price feels unbelievable for a reason that isn't fraud, just history. 2. Cairo, Illinois, a town the river abandoned. Cairo sits at the meeting point of the Mississippi and Ohio rivers. It should have been unstoppable. Instead, the economy drained away. Homes here sell for prices that don't feel real. $30,000 houses, sometimes less. Beautiful old structures with boarded windows and quiet streets. The reason is population collapse. Cairo lost most of its residents over decades. Jobs vanished. Businesses followed. Demand evaporated. There's no scam, just very few buyers. For someone who doesn't need a strong local job market and wants extreme affordability, Cairo feels like a secret. For anyone expecting growth or fast appreciation, it's a warning sign disguised as a bargain. 3. Flint, Michigan. Cheap because the trust never came back. Flint prices dropped long before the water crisis. But after it, trust collapsed completely. Homes here often list for under $40,000, sometimes under $20,000. That's where scam alarms go off for most buyers. But the prices reflect risk, not fraud. Infrastructure repairs, lingering public fear, and uneven redevelopment keep demand low. Some neighborhoods are improving. Others feel frozen in time. The opportunity exists, but only for buyers willing to research block by block. Flint proves cheap housing isn't random. It's emotional, historical, and deeply local. 4. Pine Bluff, Arkansas, the market everyone forgot. Pine Bluff doesn't get headlines. And that's part of why prices fell so far. Homes here regularly sell for under $70,000. Some are well kept. Others need work. The market moves slowly, which scares investors and keeps prices suppressed. There's no scam, no trick, just low demand and limited job growth. For remote workers or retirees with stable income, Pine Bluff feels almost suspiciously affordable. For anyone relying on local employment, the low price suddenly makes sense.
People living in downtown Youngstown's International Towers learned tonight that help is on the way to make their building a better place to live.
5. Youngstown, Ohio, when industry left overnight. Youngstown didn't decline gradually. It fell hard. Factories closed. Workers left. Houses stayed. Today, prices remain shockingly low. $50,000 homes are common. Some neighborhoods offer solid housing stock at prices that feel misprinted. The catch is uneven recovery. Some areas are revitalizing. Others are shrinking. Youngstown proves cheap housing doesn't always mean unsafe. It often means unfinished recovery. 6. Johnstown, Pennsylvania. Cheap because the jobs never returned. Johnstown's homes are sturdy, traditional, and surprisingly affordable. Prices often sit well below national averages. The reason? Job scarcity. Manufacturing never fully rebounded, and population growth stalled. Housing supply stayed high, demand stayed low. The homes are real. The listings are real. The low prices are real. But so is the trade-off: fewer opportunities and slower growth. 7. Decatur, Illinois, when affordability becomes invisible. Decatur isn't broken. It's just overlooked. Housing prices here feel stuck in the past. Modest homes sell for prices that would barely cover closing costs elsewhere. There's no housing rush, no investor frenzy, no bidding wars, which makes it feel fake until you realize nothing dramatic is happening at all. Decatur shows how quiet markets can look like scams simply because they don't behave like the rest of the country. 8. Beckley, West Virginia. Cheap because people keep leaving. Beckley's homes are cheap because people keep leaving for work elsewhere. Listings under $60,000 aren't rare. Some properties sit for months with no offers. The housing is real. The price reflects shrinking population and limited local growth. For buyers who don't need city amenities or strong resale demand, Beckley feels unreal in a good way. 9. Selma, Alabama. History heavy, prices light. Selma carries enormous historical weight, but economically, it never capitalized on it. Homes here sell at prices that confuse outsiders. Solid houses under $80,000 raise eyebrows fast. The issue isn't condition, it's opportunity. Low wages and slow investment keep demand low. The homes aren't scams, they're priced for a market few are chasing. 10. Danville, Illinois. Affordable because demand never returned. Danville offers quiet streets, older homes, and prices that feel frozen in another decade. Why? Industry left. New employers didn't replace it. The result is a housing market that barely moves. That stagnation creates prices so low they look suspicious, but they're simply unloved. 11. Clarksdale, Mississippi. Culture rich, wallet light. Clarksdale is famous for blues music, but not for job growth. Homes here sell cheaply because demand stays low despite cultural appeal. Tourists visit. Residents struggle. It's not a scam. It's a mismatch between cultural value and economic opportunity. 12. Altoona, Pennsylvania. Cheap because it's stuck in between. Altoona isn't collapsing. It's not booming either. That in-between status keeps housing prices surprisingly low. Enough supply, not enough demand. Homes here are affordable, livable, and real, just not trendy. 13. Rock Springs, Wyoming. Cheap despite the location. Rock Springs surprises people. Wyoming sounds expensive. This town isn't. Prices stay low due to isolation and limited job diversity. Housing exists. Buyers don't rush. It feels like a scam until you realize geography still matters more than hype. 14. Blythe, California. Cheap because it's too hot to care. California and cheap housing don't belong in the same sentence, except in Blythe. Extreme heat, isolation, and limited growth keep prices shockingly low. Homes under $100,000 exist in a state where that feels impossible. The catch is obvious once you visit. Final thoughts. Cheap housing doesn't mean fake housing. It means demand collapsed faster than supply. These towns aren't scams. They're reminders that real estate prices reflect people, jobs, and momentum more than walls and roofs. If a price looks unreal, ask why before assuming fraud.